Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so apparently this is my kind of like um live stream. It's like my first live stream. Yeah, in a long time. Actually, I'm just like I wanted to edit my videos, but I'm just too tired to edit my videos and I just cannot anymore. I'm just kind of done. So I would like to say Sani Bonani, Sani Bonani, Sani Bonani, Sani Bonani. Yes, yes, yes. Sani Bonani, Sani Bonani. Okay, so today I would like for us to forgive God for colleagues who cannot admit that they are wrong or that they don't know something. You know, you've met those people, I've met those people, you know what I'm saying? Those people that just cannot admit that they're wrong. Never mind apologizing. Like apologizing is something else. It's like apologizing, I think, is the realm of the saints. I don't actually think people were taught to apologize. Queen bringer of good hope. I don't really think that people were taught to apologize. I think people were taught to just brush things under the table. It's like, I hope you didn't recognize that I just did that. Like, I hope you just didn't notice. It's so bizarre. Huh? I don't know how many times I've worked with people who can't say I'm sorry, who can't admit that they are wrong, who can't admit that I don't know. I don't know. It's like, what happened to people like this? What happened? Who are these people? Okay, let teacher Tembi teach you. It's okay to say to somebody, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. It's okay to say to somebody, I don't know. Please explain to me. What do you mean? It's okay to say to somebody, yo man, I was totally wrong. I just didn't know. I was totally wrong. I was just totally wrong. So today I would really like for us to forgive God. I wanted to go on the radical kind of like self-forgiveness journey, but I'm thinking, no, let's still continue on the radical forgiveness journey. I think that for me, it just kind of works better at the moment. I'm kind of really deep in this forgiveness book and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to continue. If you want to go deeper with this work, please download the Future Gen Leaders app. You can find it on iOS and Android, Google Play Store, something like this. I think so. And then you can go deeper. I'm uploading more videos. I've just had like strange internet issues for the past 3 days. It's been really bizarre. But we keep pushing and we keep moving. So I'm updating the third phase and the videos for the second phase tomorrow. So we're going to have a new update and we're going deeper into what prevents us from self-actualizing in the financial realm when it comes to the money stuff, right? So we can really work on all of the other stuff, relationship stuff, but money has a big charge. Money has a big charge. So I had to sit down and really work through that while I was in the planting stage. The planting stage was difficult because I had to actually linear thinking. I talk about it in one of the videos in the planting stage. Linear thinking says we need to learn this and then learn this. But when you really are as an abstract artist, for me, there's no such thing as learning this and learning this or doing this and this. I just do whatever the spirit realm requires me to do. And then when it comes together, it just becomes such a beautiful experience. And I'm like, I could have never planned this out. So I found that I had to do phase 3, which is nurture, to be able to finish phase 2, because there was some work that needed to be done in phase 3 to be able to finish phase 2, to plant anew. These things are the spirit realm. Okay, so let's forgive God today. So that was the spiel. Okay, hold on. That was the spiel. Go download the Future Gen Leaders app. Rebirth Your Vision is the process that we're using to go deeper in this forgiveness work. It's really good. Okay, so let's forgive God for all the people who we have worked with, maybe even in our families, maybe even in our friend groups, maybe even our lovers, who can't admit that they're wrong. Not even like saying I'm sorry, that's like the realm of visionaries. Just believe, like, I can't, people just, they cannot say I'm wrong. I don't know what's wrong with people like this. I have no idea. It's a lot of shame. It's usually a lot of shame. Like people who live in a lot of low self-esteem cannot say I'm sorry. If a person says, if to me a person can say they're sorry, and there's this fake humility where it's like I'm sorry, and then there's the I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for everything. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. That's fake sorries. That's not real. And then the ones with the crocodile tears and they come and you're like, and then, nope, 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 nope. If you can't say you're sorry, that means you have no self-awareness. Honestly, you just have no self-awareness, and that's okay to say, yo man, I have no self-awareness. That's why I don't even realize that I've hurt you, or I don't even realize that I've hurt that person, or I don't even realize that I've hurt that person. So without self-awareness, that means there's no emotional intelligence. So you can't even fault these people because they have no emotional they don't know what they're thinking. Never mind what they like, what they're thinking now. Never mind what they're going to be thinking in the next 5 minutes. Never mind what they're going to be doing. No. Okay. So we've got to understand that in this realm of consciousness, not everybody's functioning at the same realm of human existence as you, especially if you're a chosen one or a visionary. Apparently, they call themselves chosen ones. Okay. Visionaries. I don't really like the labels. I just like to call visionaries because like I want people with vision. I want to be surrounded with people with a huge vision, like uh, like their vision is aligned with the cosmic vision for love to reign supreme. So that's why I call people visionaries, but I guess chosen ones too, right? As chosen ones, visionaries, we've also been in these stages where we were emotionally inept, right? We've been there where we didn't know that we were supposed to say sorry, or we didn't know that we've even hurt people. So that's why it's really good to do the forgiveness work and forgive God for all creating all these people who cannot admit that they're wrong. If I cannot admit that I'm wrong, it means I have such low self-esteem. I believe that if I admit who I am and what I've done and how I've offended you and hurt you, my whole image is going to collapse. Okay, who cares about your image? But that's the ego story. I'm you know what I mean? It's an egoic story. And the egoic story keeps people in really toxic dynamics. And even if they do come say sorry, then I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Just list 10 things, maybe just 15, 20 things that you're sorry for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. No emotional intelligence. So you can either stay angry at people like this or just see it for what it is. They are a soul that needs to evolve. And who are you and who am I to judge a soul and say, you should be saying sorry to me? You should be admitting that you're wrong. You should say you don't know. The soul doesn't even know what it's thinking right now. Never mind what it's going to think 5 minutes from now. Never mind what it's going to be doing 2 days from now. How could you be angry at the soul? Because you are like that too. This is the beauty of the nature of life. I love forgiveness work. It's like it's like therapy on steroids. Because when I started looking at all of these things, there were times where I couldn't admit that I was wrong or that I didn't know. I would just keep quiet and then go research it quickly. But now I'm so confident and I love myself so much, and I just got rid of all of these low self-esteem people. So now I just stand in my self-esteem and my I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I don't know. Help me, please help me. And I feel so good with just being myself and moving country to country, talking to different people all the time, doing all of these things. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. And then I get help and then I grow and it forces me to think. But when you know everything, who died and made you God? When you know everything, you dumb, stupid woman, when you know everything. Nobody can help you. You know everything. Know it all. Let's get a t-shirt. I'm a know it all. Nobody can help you. And then what happens is you become so isolated in your own stories, in your own head, and you become a living nightmare for other people to be around. And I've been there myself. So that's why forgiveness work is so beautiful, because it just allows you as a visionary to just be okay with the fact that there are going to be people like this and you don't actually have to deal with them. Not too much. Okay, if you've got meetings and stuff with them, just do a radical forgiveness worksheet before you go to a meeting or after the meeting. Honestly, yeah, I usually sit and do right. I usually sit and do Ohonoponopono in meetings, because most of the time it is people who have wounds and need to kind of like voice their wounds in the meeting and they need to be heard. And really, I don't care. And what I do is I always take a sketchbook when I go to a meeting, now it's like a notepad and stuff like this, and I sketch during meetings, and I use my other non-dominant hand, dominant hand, non-dominant hand, dominant hand, non-dominant hand, to just sketch. And I make flowers or I draw whatever or something that's coming to my brain. And I don't really listen. Because most people in meetings just need to hear themselves, because nobody really likes them at home. The more forgiveness work I do, the more truths I tell. Yeah. I found that most of the people that need to be seen and heard at work and can't admit that they're wrong and can't admit that they don't know is because they have some dysfunction at home. There's some dysfunction at home. So they need to put up this facade at work that everything is perfect and they are perfect. And oh my God, because this is the only place they spend so much time at work, 8 to 10 hours a day at work. So the facade can continue because at home is dysfunction. Oh, yeah. Most of the people. So much dysfunction. But if you really look at yourself too as a visionary, when you having dysfunction at home, the mask goes on at work. All of your issues and your different personalities start coming out. You know what I mean? So we all are living in this hell to some degree. So let's forgive God for creating all of these people who can't admit that they're wrong, because honestly, they can really be a waste of time. Honestly, because just to say I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I don't know, I didn't know, please forgive me, I just made a mistake. It doesn't take that much. But yo, man, people's egoic stories, you don't know. You have no idea. So you forgive God. Don't try and forgive these people, because there's too many of them. And sometimes you are one of them. I know I am one of them sometimes. This is the nature of this thing called life. It's so funny. The more forgiveness work you do, the more healing work you do, the more you laugh, the more you just realize that people are crazy and sometimes you're crazy. And when you're in your crazy state and you're not feeling too healthy, you're going to meet a whole lot of these crazy people and you're going to create some interesting things. Get away from crazy. Okay? Boundaries. Honestly, boundaries with crazy. When you are in your crazy, take time out as a visionary, as a chosen one, and work on your crazy. Please download the Radical Forgiveness worksheets. Work on your crazy. Work on your crazy. Okay? Love yourself. You are, you know what? I want to start saying this before I end my videos. You are a good person. I was talking to one of my clients and I said to him, you are a good person. And he started crying. And I said, but like, why are you crying? He's like, nobody has ever told me that I am a good person. So I'm going to start saying this to people. You don't even need to pay me to tell you this. You are a good person. As a good person, you want to plant seeds of goodness in the world because you are a good person. If nobody has ever told you that you are a good person, I want to tell you, you are a good person. Especially if you're a visionary and a chosen one and you've lived through your hell. Oh my God, you are a good person. Even these demons that are terrorizing us and all of the dramas and stuff like this, on some level, they are trying to be good. They're just caught up in a hell realm. You know, they are trying. I honestly cannot believe that God would make. Yeah, no, it does. It does. Itself as demons because it's free will. But I think all of us have, I don't think, I know all of us have that spark of divinity. All of us. And I think because we haven't been told that we're good people, we've made so many mistakes and so many faux pas and just taken so many turns that are, you know, were meant to, were where we thought were for our highest good and they turned out to be, wow. And now we start to judge ourselves as people that are not good people. I want to tell you, you're a good person. You're a good person. Just start planting seeds of goodness instead of envy and unforgiveness and resentment and all sorts of this rubbish. Okay? And forgive God for all of your colleagues who cannot admit that they're wrong. They have low self-esteem. Honestly, it's just low self-esteem. It's like real low self-esteem. Okay? If people cannot admit that they don't know, it's self-esteem issues. Real self-esteem. I have to have everybody know that I know because I really don't know. And oh my God, I do not want to be found out. You just have to have compassion for a soul like this. It's really low self-esteem. Just have compassion because you've been there. I've been there once upon a time. You know what I mean? So let's forgive God for all the people who cannot admit that they're wrong and they cannot admit that they didn't know. And of course, they can never apologize because it takes really high self-esteem to apologize. But you and I sometimes are these souls. So we can just all forgive each other and just live happily ever after. Let's do our metta. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Togoza, togoza, togoza. Be happy, be happy, be happy. Oh my goodness. I don't need to edit. I don't think so. I hope my audio is nice because I got my fan going. But okay, see you tomorrow. Please do your radical forgiveness worksheets. Huh? Bye.